And we're live. Yo, what is up, everybody? My name's Alex, Fatman The Flipper. I'm your friendly neighborhood fat man. And it's Saturday night. So what does that mean? We're here, the Bad Boys of Reselling. Another fun night, another informational, entertaining at the same time. I mean, I don't even know. You know me, I never have a loss for words. I can talk for hours without stopping. But it's like wow, man, it's amazing. Those that have been following this since day one, um, y'all know where we started from, and I mean, it's amazing what's happening, and the people we have that supporting us, showing us love, and coming on our show to be a guest. It's just the words. I just can't find the words to describe it. So, regardless, I'm just gonna pass the mic. I'm gonna pass the mic. Yo, Oscar and CuBaNaSo, aka the arbitrage assassin, aka the Trinidadian trash trader, aka the merchandise smaller. Say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? I'm Oscar El Cubanazo, and I'm happy to be back here with you guys on another Saturday with all of you guys in the chat, Jordan, Alex, Josh, and unfortunately Manny. But I know we have a great show. I'm really honored to have Reyes the Entrepreneur here with us tonight. I know it's going to be a fantastic show, so looking forward to it.
That's what's up, Jordan. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's going on, everybody? I'm the DG Picker, and like Alex said, I'm at a complete loss of words for tonight. Tonight's going to be awesome. I am completely speechless and honored to have Reyes the Entrepreneur on our show tonight. This is absolutely incredible, and I got nothing but love for you, brother.
Thank you.
And Josh, can you say something?
What is up, YouTubes? Suburban Beard. Manny's got an attitude tonight, so we might not let him talk. We'll see how that goes. And yeah. Why? What are you doing? Just stop. As long as you stop talking, I'll keep watching. So, man, it's enough. I'm excited for tonight. There's a lot going on. There's a whole backstory on top of that, too, of how I wouldn't have met anybody if it wasn't for Reyes, and Reyes wasn't even aware of it, right? It just because the way YouTube goes and the way love gets spread around. So, but yeah, I'll stop talking now, and back to you, Alex.
All right, Manny already said what's up. We don't need to introduce him. Right? Everybody knows who Manny is. He's the one that hogs up all the time and talks and never shuts up. Manny's here. He's a beautiful mannequin, and there he is. I gotta get to this. It's an honor. It's amazing, and I don't want to keep just boosting you up. It's like no introduction needed. But Reyes, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up? Name's Reyes the Entrepreneur, and I used to resell on eBay myself. Kind of stepped away from it, but now I'm just trying to show people different ways of making money through my channel, and I'm honored being here with you guys. And yeah, let's have some fun. I'm actually gonna post it on my Instagram and Facebook right now, so we could get some more people coming in.
Awesome. That's what's up. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I just want to give just quick shout outs to everybody that's here. We got everyone starting from the top. Jennifer, we got Alma G. What's up, Mom? We got the guys that's on the panel. We got Misty's Adventures. What is up? We got Thrift Beast CQ. What is up? I believe isn't Thrift Beast? Isn't that Rob reselling Rob? I believe that's reselling Rob. But anyway, what's up to you, Kathy? We got Kathy in the house. We got Manny Da Mannequin. We got Sue. Sue is in the house. What's up, Sue? How you doing? Storage Stalker Alex, yo, what is up, my California twin? Jaden Monteves, the future of entrepreneurship, right there in the house. We have Cesar Cesario. How you doing, Pete? All the way from right next. How you doing, Pete? Douglas is here. The upside down picker, and there's gonna be more people jumping in. If you're in the house, you haven't said what's up, go ahead, put your name in the chat or say what's up in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out throughout the live. Brian Oaks, all the way from Haiti, is here. What's up, Brian? Carol Bargain Shopping is here. Wyatt Earth, and I just imagine a few more people gonna keep showing up. But I don't want to waste everyone's time with just mumbo jumbo. Let's get down to business. But Reyes, why? Why don't you count the gas, man? You know gas is important. You gotta pay gas.
Got to, bro. It's just one of those things. Hey, so this is my daughter, real quick.
Hey, how you doing?
But nah, man, gas is outrageous over here. Hey, how much is gas over there right now? Over here, it's $4.
$4. Whoa, $2.65.
Wow. Yeah.
$2.65 in Cleveland.
Ooh, there you go, man. That's what's up. But
$4. Wow. That's insane, man. You definitely got it. You definitely do got it.
yeah, you got to, man. You got to. But yeah. Hey, give me 1 second, all right? Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Take
No
your
problem.
time.
I'll just say it. So just me, Kathy, in Pennsylvania, right? It's 263. In Atlanta, it's 249.
That's like here in Miami. 249, 245.
Yo, Brian said Manny in the house. But yeah, I mean, I titled this, right? I titled this Dreams into Reality. I put the thumbnail up and I put Got Gas, right? And I think it all comes together because, yeah, you know, it's funny, right? I mean, we know Reyes and what about the gas and all that? But in reality, if you think about it, Got Gas, right? Question mark. And dreams into reality. You see, like, I know personally that when you're striving for something, when you have a goal in mind and you want to achieve something, you give it your all. Sometimes you can run out of gas, right? And you want to give up, or you second guess yourself and you tell yourself, no, this isn't right. I'm never gonna get there. And it's very hard for you to give yourself that gas to keep going. And Reyes is a great Reyes, you're a great example of what it takes to just, you know, keep going no matter what. And you know, I've lived through it. You know, I've lived through it too. And everybody on the panel has a way that they can connect to it, where we've tried to go and there's been moments where it felt like, you can't go no more. So, you know, you run out of gas. But what is an entrepreneur? It's somebody who, you know, goes through hard times, or, you know, somebody who basically sees an opportunity and doesn't let anything stop them from achieving it. And then, you know, they see, okay, look, I got this idea. Let me make it happen. And on that way, things pop up and you're like, oh man, now the idea, now I got to figure a way to get around that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what does it take to turn your dreams into reality? And yeah, that's what I titled it. So I don't know anybody's thoughts on that.
You know what, man? I feel like the very first thing people need to do is figure out their motivation for what they want to do. And there's so many different ways people get motivated. For example, me, one of my biggest motivations is the struggle. Like, every time I know I'm about to hit rock bottom, or my business is failing, that's when I get more motivation to keep pushing forward. And sometimes I put myself in a situation where it's either failure or success. Like, for example, I don't know how far you guys, just making sure you guys could hear me and see me okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the very first video I posted on that channel, you know, of me sleeping in my car. And it's because I was living a comfortable life, you know, living with my siblings. I was working at Burger King. And even though I didn't like it, I was comfortable. But I told myself, I want to try something new, something that I have to succeed. So I put myself in a situation where either I'm going to be homeless forever, or I'm going to figure it out. And I noticed that really motivates me. I'm not telling people,
Go home.
Tell people to go out there and be homeless, sleep in their car. But you have to figure out what motivates you and apply it every time you need that motivation. Like nowadays, I'm nowhere near going homeless. But what motivates me is when I look at my bills and when I spend a lot of money and I look at my bank account and I'm like, I could go broke tomorrow. What am I gonna do to make sure I don't go broke tomorrow? And that's my motivation, man.
Yeah, I totally relate to that, man. I totally relate to that. I feel that what you did to put yourself in that situation pretty much on purpose was almost like an enlightening moment, right? Like it was a moment of you having like clarity, like you understood something that a lot of people didn't understand, right? A lot of people allow themselves to be comfortable. They're already comfortable. Like, why am I gonna be uncomfortable on purpose? You know what I'm saying? Other people, they struggle already. They have that motivating them. They come from a place of struggle, and that's what motivates them. But I totally agree with you on the whole thing with struggle, man. That's something that to me, I've been through the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even be alive right now. That's what I tell myself. And the fact that I am, and I'm able to look back at what I've been through, even though I'm not going through it anymore, I still remember. And I tell myself, I can't go back to that. I need to keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just easy to go back. It's just as easy to lose it all. But the good thing is, you're not afraid. So you take those risks because you've been through it and you overcame it.
Yeah. And
so that's
another thing I learned, that once you go through a struggle and you learn how to overcome that, the next struggle, you're gonna overcome that easier, and it's just gonna keep getting easier and easier. So that's why I tell people that just go out there and make mistakes. There's a lot of people that don't want to make any mistakes, but that's impossible, and you're stopping yourself from moving forward. Instead, go out there, put yourself out there, and yes, you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna have regrets, but learn from it and get better each and every time. And then that way, like right now, I could lose everything tomorrow. I know what I have to do to get back on top. I failed so many businesses already. I got banned from eBay for life. My screen printing business, I had to sell it. And hopefully YouTube doesn't get me, bro. But I failed so much before that right now it's nothing to me because I know what I have to do to get back on top.
Yeah,
there's always going to be a lot of setbacks, and I saw that in your first videos, living in the car, that you did have a couple of setbacks very early on. And I think that it's important that anybody who's starting off, like me, for example, I'm a new reseller. I started in March selling on eBay, Amazon, a little bit on Mercari. There's always going to be setbacks. I was suspended from Amazon. I needed to overcome that in order for I can continue with my business. In the beginning, when I was suspended, I thought for a second, it's like, all right, so is this going to be the end of my business reselling because I can't get on Amazon? No. Instead, what I did is I figured out exactly what it is that I need to do so that I can get my account and I can get my business back on track, and continue moving forward. Where I think that a lot of people, I don't want to say, a percentage of people, but I would say that there will probably be a lot of people that will be, set back permanently because it's something like a suspension where you can't sell again on Amazon. So what you're saying is absolutely true. It's very important to continue to stay focused and to keep pushing forward. And especially if you're able to look back at the struggle that you've been through, that's another motivation that's going to keep you moving forward, as Alex said earlier. That's extremely important.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all like I had lost my job in January, and I've been reselling for years, and I didn't want to go back to the same thing and be laid off again. I didn't want to go through that. I have 3 kids, a wife, a mortgage, a car, like the works. And that's how I found you. I just started searching the YouTubes and seeing what's out there, seeing what else I can do to grow, what else I can do. And it hasn't been perfect. I mean, there's been some huge struggles even recently, just learning and growing, be like, wow, look what I just did with all that. And now I can't do anything with it. And now it's, what's the next step now? How do I make that better? How do I get stronger? How do I, I have 4 people to feed, and my wife's with me 100%. It's not like she's like, you need to get a job. I'm like, listen, I'm comfortable hanging out on YouTube,
Yeah,
like that, but like honestly, that's the other part too of showing the love. Like without these other 3 guys and occasionally my mannequin, like I'd lose my mind, man, because that's the biggest difference from an office job to this is there's no one standing next to you to talk to. There's no one to go bother at the water cooler.
Oh man, yeah, you're absolutely right. Being like, for example, right now I'm a full-time YouTuber, and the people I talk to every day are the kids. You know what I mean? I don't have no coworkers, and to be honest, it can be lonely, and it's hard to get motivated when you don't have someone right there. But one thing I learned is that, like, exactly what you guys have done and are doing is create your own circle. So I have a lot of YouTuber friends that we talk on a regular basis, and we just share knowledge about not only YouTube but the lives, and just keep in touch. Because honestly, you can't do, in my opinion, you can't do it by yourself. Like, grow your business by yourself, but you're gonna need people to talk to that relate to you. Because I tried talking to people who about my whole YouTube, about my business, and they just look at me like they don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, and it's hard because you're not getting that feedback, the constructive feedback, the criticism, that advice. And honestly, anybody out there who's trying to be their own boss, surround yourself around people who want to do the same thing. Because, for example, I remember when I wanted to be a YouTuber and I told my whole family and everything, but they're like, a YouTuber, just go get a regular job. They don't understand what I'm trying to do or where I'm coming from. But once I surrounded myself around other YouTubers who have the same mindset and who want to grow, oh man, it's just more uplifting and more motivating to continue doing it. Because you see one of your coworkers, one of your YouTuber friends get a viral video or this and that, makes me want to go out there and do even more.
Exactly. Yeah, like without them, like sharing that love with them, like, we share the ups and the downs with each other. And it's like, we're there to pick each other up, and we're there to, even set the record straight. Be like, listen, man, you're doing this, but hey, have you tried this? Try doing this. Look at it this way. Like, and honestly, that's what Jordan and I were just talking about. Like, we met up to go thrifting. We hit like 5 thrift stores, liquidation stores, and like we only each filmed like about 7 minutes of it because it's like it's so much fun to meet up. We don't get to see each other a lot, and so like, but it's somebody else who loves going to the thrift store, right? Somebody else who loves finding the deal, and we discuss stuff and look stuff up. Like, oh, you're doing that now, I'm doing this now, and just to have that on a regular basis is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I have an advantage because my wife's home also. Now she does all the vinyl printing and the T-shirts and the hats and all that kind of stuff. So we're at home together doing it. She does all the Etsy side, and I don't know anything about Etsy, but so I at least have her here, which helps a lot. Staying motivated and
yeah, man, that helps a lot.
Yeah. And everybody's got their situation, right? Like like Josh, he has his wife that helps out, and then she has her Etsy thing. Like I know Oscar's just now getting his lady into Amazon and all that stuff. Jordan just had a brand new baby. You know what I'm saying? He's over there. Like Jordan's amazing. Like I can't wait for Jordan to start doing what his plans are with YouTube, man. It's gonna change the world.
It is. It's gonna be amazing.
And and then Manny complains. That's our way of like saying like, okay, now we're okay. Everything's fine because Manny is complaining about it. Like
it's just because you talk so much.
Yeah, you see, and then he's always saying something, like that, But it's okay. We love Manny, with the wig and all.
Reyes thinks we're crazy. Reyes is gonna magically lose his internet connection.
Yeah, it's the last time we see Reyes, guys.
Is Manny a real person?
No, he's the mannequin that's to your 2 spots to your right.
Yeah, no, I know, I see him, but
yeah.
Okay, so he's at somebody's house right now, like one of your guys's. Okay, so I guess it's him.
He's behind it.
All right. Oh, all right. All right. Cool. For some reason, I thought it was just one of you guys, but they were just shy to be on camera, so they just put a mannequin out there.
Oh, the high pitch. Listen, I'm a real person. Mannequins have rights too.
Hey, bro, you've been doing your business too long by yourself.
Mannequin lives matter.
That's what we're talking about.
It's all right. You know, like in what's that movie, Castaway, with Tom Hanks?
Will
Yeah,
Ferrell.
yeah. Hey, bro, I've been there, bro. I've been there. Trust me.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's times where like I'm organizing or moving stuff, and I'm just like, Manny, you just need to move. And I'm like, wow, I just yelled at my mannequin. Like it's. I'm like, okay, I'm shutting down. I'm walking out of the garage. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh man, I talk to myself all day, every day, man. I have my own arguments.
Right.
There's nothing wrong when you talk to yourself. It's when you respond to yourself that I think that people start.
Yeah. Like, Manny, would you move? I'm not moving. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
But what you were saying is absolutely right. We're always in constant communication with each other. We have this circle. We motivate each other, and we go by this one thing that that we feel that positivity breeds success. So if you surround yourself with positive people, only positive things are going to come from it. So we're constantly always trying to motivate each other, and we push each other, that extra mile. So we're always challenging ourselves. And I know that that's something that you're big on because I've seen your videos and I see you're a lot about what self-activation, like going out there and doing what it is and never giving up. And one of my favorite quotes of yours, and you said it because I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's like Goku never gave up when he fought Vegeta. He went Super Saiyan. And that's the things that stuck with me.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like it took me a long time to figure this out. But if you never quit, you'll never fail. Because failure only happens once you quit. Once you decide to quit. So if you never quit, you're not gonna fail. And it's just about persistence as well. There's a lot of people, how we talked about, they stopped after a few setbacks. They don't have enough confidence. They don't have that right motivation. And here's the thing, like it like to be successful, and I don't even consider myself successful. I feel like I'm barely starting on my journey. I'm just starting out, but I'm not gonna give up. And another thing is focus. So it's not just one thing that's gonna make you successful. You need a whole bunch of things. You need the right motivation. You need to be focused. You need to be persistent. You need to have confidence, and that's why I try showing people in my videos that, hey, this didn't work out, but I'm gonna figure out an answer. Here's another thing: we live in an age where any questions you have, you could answer. You could get the answer in seconds on Google, or you could find somebody that does have the answer. So it's not an excuse that, oh, I don't know how to do it.
Right.
Go figure it out. Go find somebody. And that's why I tell people, man, you can make anything happen, but like for example, me, I can't put that fire in people. I can't put that motivation. I can't put that courage in them. I could show them the door, but I can't make them go through it.
Right.
And anybody listening out there, it's hard. And the very first thing I highly recommend for anybody that wants to take that step forward is surround yourself around people who do want to be successful, because success is contagious. And if you're around those type of people that want to be successful, you're gonna want to be successful. So go find people that want to be successful like you. And that's it, bro. That's all the free 99 knowledge I got for today.
That's it. The show's over, guys. We're gonna close this. But that's so true. That's so true, man. You gotta be around like-minded people. That's who's gonna, people that are motivated and excited about the same things you're excited about. I mean, it is contagious. It is contagious. We talk all day, every day. We and sometimes it has nothing to do with what we're doing. It's just regular stuff. But the fact that we have that bond, it motivates us, and whenever somebody's doing bad or something's going wrong, we're there for each other. And it's the same thing with the people in the chat. Like, you see the blue wrenches, like the majority of these people, like Harlan's Reselling, Just Me, Kathy, Trista needs a blue wrench, Trista, I'm giving you a blue wrench, Trista. Sorry, I gotta do that because that's Trista. She was there from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that they know me, they know the guys, we know them. You know what I'm saying? And it's motivating. But more than anything, it's inspiring because I feel like I heard, and then it made sense. Like, motivation comes from inside of you. Like, nobody, like how you just said, like, I can't motivate you. You can inspire. You can inspire somebody, and then they'll find that motivation inside themselves. But sometimes you got, like you said it in one of your videos, you got to take a step back. Sometimes you take a step back, but then you do it to take 2 steps forward. But in the same sense, sometimes you have to take a step back. Sometimes you need to look at where you're going and say, hold on, let me pump the brakes. And you know what? It's gonna hurt, but I have to take a step back so that I can keep going forward. Because if I just keep going forward from here, I'm gonna crash. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be harder.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually had to take a step back on my YouTube right now because let me give you a little bit of what's going on. So I don't know if you guys knew, I've been trying a whole bunch of different things. Here's another thing: you have to try so many different things to see what works and what doesn't.
That's where I'm at right now. That's exactly where I'm at right now.
All right, so hopefully I could help you with YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, so this whole year I've been trying to find that series, those type of YouTube videos that are really gonna take off. So I've been trying doing ride-alongs with other people. I've been trying to do my own little hustles, and right now I had to take a step back because I was like, all right, people want to see the series. They want to see me grow a business from nothing to something. So I started making those type of content. There was also people telling me, hey, Reyes, you post too much. And I understand because my audience is from 18 to 28 males. And they have a regular job. They don't have enough time to watch a 10, 15-minute video every day. So I decided, you know what? Let me take a step back. Let me post 1 video a week about growing my DTG business. And I started doing that. And you know what started happening? My views started going way down because I was just, I don't know why. And then my ad revenue is going down. And to be honest, YouTube is my main business. Everything else I'm doing is for content. YouTube is the main thing. And my views were going down, my ad revenue was going down, and that was one of the situations where I'm like, all right, let me take a step back. Let me analyze what's going on. And pretty much I had to switch it up. I'm going back to the ride-along videos. And the reason why I'm going to the ride-along videos, because when I was doing those, they were getting views, they were getting ad revenue. When I stopped, my views and my ad revenue went down. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna focus on the ride along. And in business, you have to focus on what's working. And those were working, man. I'm still gonna continue the DTG content. But if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you need to find a series or types of videos that do get views and just keep doing those videos. But here's the dilemma, man, with all the YouTubers I talk to. It's either make videos that get views, but you're not really wanting to do them, or do videos that you want to do, but the views, the ad revenue, and the subscribers go down. And it's just about finding either that balance or do what you have to do, man. For example, Fatman The Flipper. I was watching your channel, and there's the type of video that you do saying the mannequin one. You're looking at my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that one, though, that video got a lot of views compared to your other videos.
Yeah.
So if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you should just focus on that type of content because the numbers don't lie. That people want to see that. But then you kind of have to fight yourself and be like, well, I don't really want to do those videos. I want to do other type of videos. Well, your channel ain't going to grow as much. So you kind of have to figure out what you really want out of YouTube. And DG Picker, I don't know if that helped you, bro, but that's what I'm going through right now, and that's the decision I made. I'm gonna go back to making 2 or 3 videos a week, and the ride along videos plus the DTG videos, and we'll see how it goes. Watch, quote me on it right now, and I'm gonna do that, and then you're gonna see my channel grows or if it doesn't. And if it doesn't grow, you know what? I'm gonna take another step back, figure out what I have to do, and then just keep moving forward.
No,
I
man,
still love
you're exactly correct. You're 100. You
Well,
hit it all right on the head.
Well, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been talking to my other YouTuber friends who have hundreds of thousands, if not, I have 2 people that have million subscribers and more. And pretty much what I'm telling you, they already went through. And one thing I learned a long time ago is find people who are more successful than you and learn from them. So you don't repeat the same mistakes they went through. And pretty much they told me, hey, if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to play the YouTube game where you have to go for the views. You have to go for that borderline clickbait title and thumbnail. Because if you're not getting the views, people aren't gonna watch the content. And if the people don't watch the content, you're not getting subscribers and you're not getting ad revenue.
Right.
So you just gotta make that decision. But yeah, man, if you can, I can't guarantee anything. But Fatman Flipper, if you continue doing those mannequin videos, your channel's gonna blow up, bro. Because that was real entertaining.
He sold his mannequin. That's the problem.
Buy another one. Hey, it's an investment. Hey, are you monetized yet?
Yeah, it is an investment, right?
Are you like pretty much?
Actually, gonna buy it from. I'm gonna hit up the. I sold it to a lady on off-road for $50, right? I found her on the side of the road in the trash, but I sold it to a lady on off-road for $50, and I'm gonna hit her up and I'm gonna buy it back from her because she only used it for a Halloween party. That's all she wanted the mannequin for.
Yeah. I mean, but that's my YouTube advice right there. You gotta figure out, and that's it, man. Figure out what you want. Hey, are all of you guys YouTubers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Start now, you know.
all right. So try to focus on that type of content. Yeah. Try to figure out that type of content because another thing I learned is that you have to set yourself apart from the competition. You know, like for example, when I first started doing shirts, there were other people that were doing shirts, but I found out there's not that many people that share that free 99 knowledge, meaning just full transparency. And once I started focusing on including that into my videos, that's what really set me apart from the other people making my type of videos. So
Yeah, I noticed like because I've been following you since I had a phone. I started watching prank videos and stuff like that, and then I watched the other people's stuff, but I know that there was a moment that you were actually talking about concentrating on the stuff that works. You were doing your living in your car video, and you switched over to start doing the decal videos and stuff like that. And I remember you had mentioned that. And I mean, obviously, but the reason have become so you've grown to stick the work besides everything you've done is the simple fact that you're so transparent. You know what I'm saying? You made a comment just now that just proved how much you don't care about what anybody's judgment or criticism is gonna be. You value your honesty, your truth a lot more than what another person's judgment. And your opinion was you just said it right now. You just said it before you started saying all that. When we start talking about the YouTube, like straight up, YouTube is a business for me, and it's my main business. You said that, and a lot of people will go on here. No, I just doing YouTube for fun and this and that. And I've included myself as that person because when I first started, it was fun. I never had any idea. I never knew I'd have 1,000 subscribers. I never knew I'd be like this close to monetization. I never knew that there's a possibility that I can grow this channel and make it a career. But once it hit me, I'm like, yo, dude, this could, because I love it so much. Why not? Why not invest what I can into it to try to build something that's gonna, give me financial security and all that good stuff, and at the same time give back and do something for other people. Because my biggest goal is to be like that guy that goes and buys cars for people like randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mr.
no
Beast.
prank, crash into
Mr.
somebody's
Beast.
car, like crash into somebody's car, and then like they go, "Oh, you crashed my car." I'm like, "Sorry, dude," and then all of a sudden, like a brand new car pulls up. Look, I bought you this one. Like that kind of stuff. Like that's what I want to do. So like, that's the transparency, dude, and that's why you've gone to where you've got to, and you're still growing, dude, and you're gonna keep growing because you keep being transparent, keep being real.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys have any questions about YouTube? Like for example, do you guys know what YouTube is focusing on right now at the moment to
No.
help? So there's something called impressions and CTR. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah.
Click through rate, impressions, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, based on what I've researched, is YouTube is putting your video in your group. For example, you guys are like, for example, you said you found me and then you found these other people because YouTube puts you in a specific group based on your content. So since we're all eBay, and then when you watch a video, you're gonna get those suggested videos, and YouTube is gonna put you in front of a certain amount of people. Those are called impressions. Now, click-through rate is when someone clicks on your thumbnail and watches your video based on those impressions. So, for example, they put you in front of 10 videos and only one video clicked on your title and thumbnail. That's a 10% click-through rate. The problem is that YouTube isn't fully transparent and we don't know what's a good click-through rate or a bad click-through rate. So the only thing you could do is make sure you have a very catchy thumbnail and an extremely catchy title to get those views. And that's one big reason why I kind of have to take a step back on YouTube because I don't like doing those. I don't like trying to figure out, how can I make this thumbnail more clickbait? How can I make this title sound this and that? Because, I'm there for the content and the knowledge, not really to get people to click on my videos. But like I told you guys earlier, you want to play the YouTube game, you want to be successful in YouTube, you have to play the game. And so now I'm thinking of, I don't know, I have a video coming up that's how I made $700 with my DTG printer, and I'm thinking, how can I make that more catchy? So help me guys, help me out. So I made $700 in my DTG business in 1 month. So I was thinking of making the title "Made $700 Making Custom Shirts," and then the thumbnail is me holding $700 and one watch, and then this shirt right here.
I can't believe that Reyes is asking us advice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Look at
Area
that.
50, that's awesome.
You know how the Area 51 just happened? And
But see, based on your info, then Reyes, you'd want to do the opposite. Like, I'm still negative 13,000 in my T-shirt business,
whoa, yeah.
right?
But I mean, okay, I see you. See, I see you.
You're playing the game, right? Like you're doing the opposite. Like whatever the total was you paid for, I couldn't remember if it was 13 or 15,000, right? So you subtract 700, like still negative in my DTG T-shirt custom business.
So you would say the title would be still negative 17. No, I'm still negative. Well, I only made 700. The whole thing was about 20,000. But here's the thing, I financed it, so I'm only paying like $300 a month. But I see you. Here's another thing I learned was that always try getting feedback from people, which is what I try doing right now. And okay, I'll see what's up. If you guys think of any titles, some real catchy titles, let me know.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat has anything, also let us know.
Anybody in the chat got an idea? Yo, what's up, Drew from Profit Monsters?
What's
How
up,
come
Drew?
Drew doesn't have a Blu-ray? I can't just keep giving out Blu-rays.
I'm telling you, YouTube is dropped because I know certain people I made admin and it just changes on them. There's something in YouTube that just changes. So I don't know why.
Because I thought I gave Drew, because when I hit 1,000, I did like a live real quick, or a quick live, and I just felt like Oprah for the night, and I was like, you get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and I get
He's like Oprah.
Drew says he's got a ton of ideas for Reyes. He messaged him on Instagram.
There you go. So, what'd you mention right now about YouTube?
It was about, so there's people that are in my chat that I know I've made moderators, but then they'll come on another live show or something. They're no longer a moderator. I think for whatever reason, they're just literally changing it based on who knows what, right? But
yeah, I feel you.
Look, there's a cool little feature on StreamYard, Reyes. You see
Got to lose your business in 1 month because of Area 51. See, that's clickbait. Because I didn't lose my business. But I see you. But
you're still negative, $17,000 or $19,300.
Yeah.
Alien stole my DTG printer.
No, here's the thing. It can't be clickbait. It has to be borderline.
No, then you just film a little movie of an alien taking
There you go. I stormed Area 51 and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
I don't put that out there. That's a good one. Stormed Area 51. All I got was this lousy T-shirt. That was a good one.
I made all these T-shirts and forgot to storm Area 51.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because look, there's the thing with clickbait. I don't know if you watch people like Nick Nimmin, Brian D. Johnson, stuff like that, but I forgot who it was. I want to say it was Nick Nimmin, and he was talking about clickbait being it's like a derogatory term, right? Like a bad word, but in reality, clickbait isn't bad. It's just when people use it in the wrong way, right? Because you do want people to click, and so you put bait for people to click. But now when they click and they're expecting to see a female mannequin driving around in a car, and you all of a sudden like selling Popeye's chicken sandwiches, they're like, what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. So, to a certain degree, but then people still get like mad, like just because like you got them to click, so they're like, this is clickbait. But it was, but it's part of marketing. It's marketing. And if you're in the reselling business, if you're a business owner or whatever, you know that marketing is like the biggest part to your business. If you don't get people to come buy from you, or you don't get your product in front of people, I mean, that's marketing. I mean, I can have all the best stuff in the world, what everybody wants, but if I don't get people to click on it, I ain't gonna sell nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like everyone's saying in the chat about my $90,000 storage unit. I said, yeah, but y'all clicked, didn't you?
Wait, give me the backstory on that.
Ask Reyes.
Yeah, tell him the story on that.
What?
Tell them the story about your
$90,000 story. It was genius. That was a genius.
Right.
So I'm assuming that was the title and the thumbnail.
The title just said $90,000 unit, just big bold letters, and it had me like this in front of my garage, full of stuff because I'm a reseller, and I paid $90,000 for my house, right? So now my garage is a $90,000 storage unit. And
okay,
that was my.
So let me ask you, did you get hate on it?
Not really any hate, which I was extremely surprised. I have not gotten any hate. It was a lot of people trying to like, yo, you should hire a teenager. I wish I lived closer. I'd come help you list this stuff. Because all the video was about was me going through all the mystery boxes in my garage of all the stuff I haven't listed.
It was a lot of love.
It was a lot of love. And I was expecting the absolute complete opposite. I was expecting so much hate, but it was actually a lot of the opposite.
All right,
but it was definite clickbait, but like everyone in the chat over here talking about it, it's like, well, it worked, right? You clicked.
Frontier Flipper. I'm gonna go hate on it now.
Yeah, go hate on it.
He's awesome.
Thumbs down twice.
Profit Monster got a good suggestion. He's like, you need to freaking list that stuff, dude. And it's true. You
It's
do.
true, yeah.
I have things I still need to do. And
We all got death files.
So
but I still think it was an amazing idea for a video.
so there's a
While I
phrase.
was listing, yeah, it was a fun video to do while I was listing all that stuff. So it was like, why not? Why not
Yeah.
have fun doing it?
There you go, man. I don't know, man. I'll think of a title. I'll think of something. We'll see what's up.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta try to help you out.
Yeah. So just to make sure, the Area 51 is just for a thumb. It's just one shirt I made.
Right.
You know, but the whole business is me making custom shirts. But anyways, so what else we gonna talk about, guys?
That's where like I'm not stuck in my channel. I enjoy what I do. Manny and I have many adventures. All my growth has been through who I've met through YouTube. With What the Hales, Grimes Finds, and they buy storage units, and I've yet to buy a storage unit. My mannequin did on one of their videos, which helped my.
Does your mannequin appear in your videos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go around with him. We have conversations.
Every
He yells
single
at me.
video.
Okay, that's what's up. That's unique.
Listen, 3 months ago when Manny first stepped onto camera, let's just back up. A year ago, if you said, hey, guess what? You're gonna lose your job, be a full-time reseller, and hang out with a mannequin, I just like laugh at you.
Yeah.
And now he's my best friend. And we just went to an auction today where one of the storage unit buyers, the What the Hales, they had a huge auction at their warehouse, and Manny went around and people are taking photos with him. No one takes photos with me. But it's
And we had, I think in one of your videos, there was a lady that was trying to hit on Manny.
She was talking to Manny. She was like, hey.
So nice to see you, or something like that.
Look, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Bargain Effect Tommy, he let me put him up there. He said Reyes got me starting t-shirt with all the printing info he has shared on his channel. And it's cool because I saw him put a post. I don't know if it was him or if it was Destiny, but on one of their Instagrams, they literally just printed out their first shirts, their first designs. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty cool that he's going that route. And that's a cool thing about entrepreneurship. There's a million ways to get it, bro. If you're broke right now, or if you're struggling, there's other reasons why, other than the excuses that you're coming up right now. You know what I'm saying? If you're not chasing what you want in life, there's other reasons why. Now, you can legitimately say, I got family, I got kids, I got this, I got that. But in reality, and I mean this with all due respect, those are excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Those are excuses. There's things that you need to analyze, and you need to figure out how you can achieve the things you want to achieve. And there's going to be things you need to sacrifice. Like Reyes had mentioned in one of his videos, you mentioned, like you sacrifice time with family. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was your nephew, right? It was your nephew.
Yeah.
And he, you know what I'm saying? You used to teach him, you used to like do homework with him. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone through that. I have family that I've had to, sacrifice time because of certain things that I was trying to achieve with my life at the moment. And now, looking back, it was all worth it because, I mean, my life is, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that want to start something. We're talking about sacrifices. There's a lot of people that want to start something. They have a great idea and they're motivated. But here's the thing. They're not willing to sacrifice those weekends going out. They're not willing to sacrifice not spending money. They want to get the new Jordans. They want to get the new iPhone. Hey, you could sacrifice that, waited, and use that money to make more money. And another thing is people are willing to sacrifice the time. Because people want to start making money tomorrow. They want to start being successful tomorrow. Nah, man, it's gonna take months, if not years, just to make whatever you want to make happen and profitable. Because you could start a business tomorrow, start making sales. But I mean, I'm hoping we all want to get to a point where we're making enough profit to where we could quit our job and support our family. And that's going to take a lot of sacrifice, not only on your own personal life. You know, you're going to have to tell your friends, sorry, man, I can't hang out with you. I got to go do this and that. But it's also going to take a lot of time. And that's when people, you know, there's a quote out there that goes, an entrepreneur will work 80 hours a week to be their own boss, then work 40 hours a week to work for somebody else. And I feel that's very true. And that's how I see it. I work every day, all day, just to make sure I'm my own boss, then work for somebody else and make somebody else rich. That's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to make somebody else rich. I want to use my time and my resources to make me rich. And once I made that decision, I don't know if you guys knew this, and I don't know if I ever talked about it, but I've had over 30 jobs since I was 21 to 28. And the reason was because I put it in my mind a long time ago. I'm going to be my own boss. These jobs are just to pay the bills. And for whatever reason, I don't like this job, I'm going to go get another dead-end job because they're just for an income. And that was my mentality. Maybe I could have done it differently. Maybe I could have stuck at one job. But I don't know about you guys, if you ever had a job, but it's not the job that sucks. It's the co-workers, it's the customers that make the job horrible. So once a co-worker or manager started giving me attitude, I either quit and found another job, or I just left. That's it. I just didn't. No, I lied on my applications and resumes a lot, just so you guys know.
I quit a job at Sherwin-Williams, man, because the boss comes in, manager comes in. I was left alone on a Sunday. It got busy. We had a 30% sale. He comes in when I finally cleared out the, like 2 in the afternoon. I finally cleared out the store. He comes in and he's mad because I'm taking a break. And he goes, and he comes in with his attitude, and I lost it. And I go, listen, you're a great person, but you suck as a boss. I quit.
Yeah.
The doors, dude. And then he called me like, no, please come back. You're a great guy. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. And I was just dead set on like, no, I'm done. I'm out of here.
So, so there's one thing I always tell people, telling me that they don't want to quit their job. You know, because for example, to do your own business, once you're making sale, you have to make that decision whether, all right, I must focus on my business and let my job go, or most people be like, no, I like my job. I'm only going to do this part-time. And that's fine. But here's the thing. Not trying to be messed up, not saying it's every job, but most jobs, you're just a number. If you get sick, the job ain't going to take care of you. If you get injured, the job ain't going to be there for you. They're not going to give you paychecks. A job, you're only a number. So either you're going to quit, they're going to fire you, or you're going to stay at a job where you're going to retire. But those are your only 3 options. And I saw that a long time ago. And that's why I never, ever felt bad about quitting the job. Because how you mentioned, your boss was like, no, don't quit. But guess what, bro? They're going to replace you tomorrow. They're going to survive. They're going to be okay. So I always put myself first over any job. And a lot of people, you know, they don't. I don't say that often because there's some people that take it the wrong way. Where I'm telling them, oh, your job sucks, or you could be making money something else. You could make money doing something else. But once you realize that the job you have, you're only a number, and they don't care about you at all, that's when you finally realize, all right, what do I got to do for myself to become successful? So anybody hearing this, if you love your job, good for you. If you don't, start building something. Here's another thing I noticed. People, I get these messages a lot. People are telling me, okay, we'll go 99 right now. Okay, last piece of free 99 knowledge, and then my daughter, you know, gotta go cuddle. But people message me all the time, Reyes, I just quit my job today. What business can I do to make enough money to cover your bills? And what I tell them is, bro, You should have started weeks, if not months ago, before you quit. Never quit your job to start a business because it's gonna take months, maybe weeks, if not months, for your business to start making real money. So my advice is never quit a job to start a business. Start a business when you have a job. That way, when you're sick of your job or you get fired, you already have a source of income coming in.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
true.
Drops my.
Hey, does anybody here have a regular job?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I have a full-time job.
They
I have
do.
a full-time job. I go to school, and then I have my reselling business. And it's very true what you just said about doing it part-time. But it turns out that since I work full-time, all of my weekends, I have focus on my business. I have to focus on sourcing. Uh, takes time away from my family, and then my school also takes time. So I'm juggling all of these things at the same time to build something. It's not that I don't like my job, it's just I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to have the independence to wake up in the morning and do what it is that I want to do with my life every single day of the year.
Yeah.
And that's why, I'm doing these sacrifices. Even though I'm in school, going getting an education, I'm reselling on the weekends. I'm doing all of these things to better my situation and my future for myself and for my family ultimately.
Mhm.
Because once I get to where I feel that I've reached a certain level of success, I'm going to be able to spend more time with my family. And I think that Jordan and Josh at one point could also relate, because the regular 9 to 5, it takes time away from your family. you
Yeah,
know
100%.
and I was speaking to somebody in the reselling community, earlier this week, and I told them it's like I don't want to look back on my life when I'm 60 years old and then realize that I spend every single day of my life working. Where is the actual quality of life? And then unfortunately, where we live in the United States, America is an amazing country with amazing opportunity. I'm proud to be an American, but the way that the society is right now is everybody is taught from an early age that you need to work, you need to get a good job so you can buy yourself a house, and then you're going to be doing that every single day for the rest of your life until you retire, where you'll be 65 and you have a little bit of money, and if you have kids, enjoy your grandkids. And I don't agree with that ideology at all.
Mhm.
I think that you gotta build something, you gotta build your business, you gotta invest in yourself to be able to be successful. And I'm 34 years old, and I have goals and I have targets, and I'm trying to reach those targets now, so that I can enjoy, time with my family.
So here's something I realized a long time ago, that once I found out my girl was pregnant, I really had to decide what do I want to do with my life. And one thing that really motivated was having a regular job is gonna hold you down. It's gonna hold you back because I don't want to miss birthdays. I don't want to miss special events. And the only way I'm gonna have that freedom to do whatever I want with my life is to create a business and be my own boss. And now I've been my own boss for a while, and let me tell you, not once have I ever missed a birthday. Not once have I ever missed a special event. Not once. Something happens, boom. I have to take the day off. I don't have to ask for permission. I don't get in trouble. I don't lose money. And honestly, being your own boss is the ultimate freedom. Don't get me wrong. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm working 80 hours a week, but I'm working those 80 hours however I want to work them. And then,
Right.
like, and yeah, man, I agree with you. And anybody want, like, the only way to really have control of your life is by being financially independent, finding a way of making money and making enough money to where you could be your own boss and pick your own schedule. I don't know if you guys seen. I'm in sandals and shorts all day, every day.
Yo, yo, I just got like yelled at because somebody asked me. They go, "Yo, are you in sandals and shorts every day?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I wear," and I love it. I love it.
Oh,
And the thing is, I'm a roofer during the day, so even lately, the past 2 months, I've literally been going to work in sandals and shorts because I do a lot of driving around and all that stuff. But I'm like, why am I gonna dress like I used to dress when I was on top of the roof or picking up trash? You know what I'm saying? When I don't have to, I can. I'm going to the county. I'm going here, and and honestly, I'm not gonna be doing this for much longer. So
Yeah.
I'm going in sandals and shorts.
Yeah. But
Yeah, like, I work more than I ever did in my previous job, but at my previous before January, I missed the music concerts at school. I missed the choir concerts. I missed all those little activities where I'm like, oh, I got to go into the office now. I got to do this. I'm going to be on the phone. But I'm like, oh, okay. I get to go with my wife to the store. I get to see the kids when they get off the bus. I get to see them get on the bus in the morning, and I get to be a part of that because I'm here and doing that for them.
and here's another thing. I know I talk a lot about the money and the business, but the most important thing is creating memories. I don't know how many of you have kids, but you have kids and okay, Fatman the Flipper, you don't have kids, right?
I don't got no kids, man.
What about Manny? Does he
All
have
the
kids?
time in the world.
I have thousands of children and family members all throughout the world.
So here's the thing. One thing I learned that's more valuable than money is experiences and memories. Like, for example, since I'm a dad, I want them to grow up and know, hey, my dad was there for every Halloween. He was there for every Christmas. He was there when I needed him. And for me, that's the big motivation of why. Like, I kid you not. I kid you not. I don't know who said this. Want entrepreneur, somebody who wants to be an entrepreneur, but they're just not making it happen. And that was me when out of high school till I was 25. I always wanted to start a business, and then I would start it, and then I would quit, or I would do something else. But then what really gave me that motivation was knowing that I'm gonna have a child in the world. I'm gonna have a kid, and I have to focus on something. And I'm not saying go out there and get a girl pregnant for that motivation, but it was for sure, one of those big things that gave me that extra push I needed to be like, you know what, I gotta get my stuff together, and I just gotta go hard. And that's when I started focusing on the whole shirt business. And oh, bro, like I don't want to make it sound like it was all peaches and cream. I remember one night. So we had $1,000 to our name. Brand new baby. My girl was a stay-at-home mom. I was working in the fields, and we had $1,000. And I'm like, let me invest 500 on my shirt equipment. So not only I could grow shirts, I could focus on that type of content for YouTube. So I did, and the other 500 were just to pay the bills and live off. Well, here's the thing. I assumed my t-shirt business was going to pick up quickly. It didn't. But by next month, I was short $400 on rent, and I had no other way of getting it. Work has slowed down. My business wasn't even a business. I was making like $30, $40 every week. That's nothing. And I remember I was looking up at the ceiling. And remember, I've never been this stressed out in my life. Rent was due the next day. And I'm like, what did I do? And that's when I started regretting investing into the shirt business. Because I'm only human. And I just started kicking myself. I shouldn't have invested. I should save that money for rent. I had to do what I had to do. This is one of those moments where I had to take a step back and push my pride to the side. And I had to ask people to let me borrow money. I hate asking people for favors, and I hate asking people to let me borrow money. But that was my only option because I couldn't pay rent, and I can't afford to get evicted. After asking about 7 people, my close friends and family, you know who lent me the $400? My nephew's dad. He wasn't even with my sister anymore, But that's how far I had to reach out and ask people to let me borrow money. He paid me. 2 weeks later, he was the first person I paid back. And then it happened for a reason, man. My shirt business started picking up, and a month and a half later, I was doing my shirt business full time, and that's when I started focusing on the YouTube. So I mean, you could take that story however you want. I made plenty of mistakes. I had plenty of regrets, but I just kept moving forward. That's the thing. No matter your situation, no matter how messed up it is, keep moving forward. Because there's so many people out there that just focus on the regrets. They focus on, like, for example, I regretted spending that much money. But let me tell you what, I would do it again every single time because I knew I was gonna be building something. And that's my little story, man. That's my little story. It
I
was
love
hard, bro.
I
And
love it, brother.
that's just one example, bro. There's been like
Bro,
5 or 7
Red,
things.
we need to talk, man. We need to talk because I think me and you can start a podcast, bro, and change lives, bro. Way more than we've already done, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think we could do that. But check this out. There's something you said, and you talked about your kid. You talked about the fact that you were gonna have a baby, and then for some reason I thought about the time that you put yourself in home, like you literally said, "I'm gonna be homeless," right? And there's something that I've learned in my process that could either make you or break you, and it's fear, right? A lot of times we're all normal, we're all human, right? And we all get fear, and it's natural for us to be afraid, and it comes from doubt, it comes from worry, it comes from past failures or experiences, it comes from a lot of things, but ultimately it's what drives us one way or the other. And a lot of times people see fear, and like they feel fear, so they don't take that step forward. Instead, they take that step back when if they would have taken that step forward, because you finding out at the age you were, I mean, you were young when you found out that you were gonna have your baby and all this stuff. You're putting yourself in homeless. You were young, dude. You know what I'm saying? You had to have been afraid, bro. But instead of like letting that like slow you down, you were like, no, I gotta go with it. I gotta take this. I gotta run. I gotta do something.
So
And that's something I encourage people that are listening, man. Fear is not real. I get this from practicing the 12 steps and all that stuff and reading the literature and all that. But also Will Smith put out a video about jumping out of a plane, and it spoke to me. And fear is something that your mind is pretty much making up. Nothing has happened, but you're afraid. I mean, in certain cases, I mean, if there's a bear in front of you and you're afraid, I mean, come on, there's a bear in front of you. He could eat you, right? It makes sense. But nothing has happened yet. You could still get away, right? So you can either let it paralyze you or you can let it motivate you. And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if you go forward, that you're gonna realize that fear, it's not. It was a waste. It was a waste of time, a waste of effort, a waste of energy. You know.
so what I wanted to say about that was that there's once I started reading, I started learning a lot. And one of the things I learned was that the fears, what you're feeling, anxiety, nervousness, fear, it's all in your head, like you mentioned. But here's the thing: understand that those feelings are normal. Count and then count to 3 and just do it anyways. Like for example, me, I've always been a shy person, but I know where I want to get to. And to get there, I have to do public speaking. I have to get in front of a crowd and just talk. And to a lot of people, they can't do that. And I was one of those persons. I'm not gonna go in front of people. So what? So they could judge the way I speak. So they could criticize on what I'm trying to show them. But here's the thing: I had those butterflies in my stomach. I had that fear in my head, and I understood they're just emotions. Like you just said, nothing has happened. There's nothing stopping me from moving forward. So one thing I learned was like, all right, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm just gonna go for it and go for it. A lot of people, They don't move forward because they overthink too much. So what you do about that situation? You don't think. You count to three and you just do it. And
Dude,
now,
I I hate to interrupt you, man, but I talk about it all the time. I talk about jumping in the pool in the scenario of when you
Just
were a
gonna
kid
say that. Jump in the pool.
and everybody's in the pool and you haven't jumped in yet, but your first thought is, man, is that water cold? Is it warm? You know, and you ask and they tell you, man, it's cold, but jump in anyway and it'll go away, and you hesitate. Where if you were to just jump in the pool, you get it over with. It might be cold, you know, you might go through it, but eventually you get used to it, and it's like it's not cold anymore. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
because I
So
mean,
it's jump in the pool, man. Jump in the pool.
so most people are scared about just the idea than it actually happening. And watch, let me give you an example of something that I still do to this day. You know, my princess, she goes to the playground, and every time she slides down the slide, she's statically. I don't know if you guys ever seen that where
Yeah, yeah.
your kids going down the slide, you get them and you get shocked. I don't know about you, but I hate that, bro. And I know it's coming. So every time she slides, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get shocked. But 1, 2, 3, and I just go and grab her. And yeah, I get shocked, but it's already over by the time I finish doing it. So that even to this day, bro, I still get nervous about that. But I do it. I don't let it stop me. I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna grab you the whole day. But yeah,
But you're also at the same point to that, though, right? You're not going to let her fall.
yeah, exactly. You know,
And you're doing what you need to do to make sure she is okay, that she'll know that you're there for her.
yeah,
You know? And that's why we keep hustling. We keep working. You know, it's part of the grind. You know, I mean, things get tight, things get crazy, and you just make it happen.
yeah.
You have
And,
to.
yeah, and you know, I'm just talking about the dads out there, but maybe you guys could relate too. Is where you want your kid to have a better life than you did. Don't get me wrong, nothing extremely bad happened to me, but I was on food stamps. We were on welfare, you know. We were on that low income apartment. We were like, you know, a week and a half after my mom got paid. Hey, we eating a couple noodles and eggs all day, every day, beans and rice all day, every day. And now that I have a child, it's like I want him to have a better life. Like for example, I didn't go to my prom because we couldn't afford it, and I didn't ask my mom for the money because I come from a single parent home, and I knew, hey, if we don't get the money, we don't get the money, and I didn't go to prom, but I know that I'm gonna do everything possible so she could have the experiences that I wasn't able to get, and hopefully I could live those experiences through her. Like for example, I've been to Disneyland one time in my life, bro. How sad is that?
Yeah, we're actually planning our first trip. I think it's gonna be about 2 years.
Yeah,
Our first
Disneyland.
trip. I've never been myself, but we want to wait till because we just had a daughter about 3 months ago. So
Congratulations, man.
thank you. So we want to wait till she's at least 2 years old. That way she knows kind of what's going on
Yeah,
and to fly and all that stuff. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so we're planning a Disney trip, and that's going to be my first experience down there at Disney as well. So it's kind of like what you were saying is live your life through them also. So
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
excited to go, but yeah.
yeah, hey, it's a win-win, bro. It's a win-win. They have a great time. You get to live that experience.
Yo, dude, and I'm not a father, man, but I get motivated by these fathers because these guys are fathers, and you know, there's the bad and then there's the good, right? Or not the bad, but it's more like there's the things that motivate you, like wanting to make sure the kids, are good and all that. But then there's a good too, and there's something that, I that motivates me. I remember Josh, he had posted and actually showed us, like it was a card or it was something, it was a gift that his kids gave him. And dude, it was amazing. I'm about to tear up thinking about it. Like it said, he probably had, yeah, it was right there. Hustle while they sleep, dude. His kids gave him that, And that right there is like, dude, yeah, you're sacrificing. You stay up late, you wake up early, but they see it and they appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They understand it. They know what you're doing. But it's also because of the fact that he doesn't have to answer to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like he's his own. But the only person he answers to is Manny Da Mannequin, but he's his own boss. So there's nights where we're talking, and he straight up just types in the chat popcorn, and we already know he's gonna go watch a movie with his fam. You know what I'm saying? And while he's there, he's listing, but he's still hanging out with his family. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
And I think it's inspirational, motivational on both aspects. And like, I don't have kids, but one day I'll be able to look at that.
You got to put in that work already, bro. Get on Tinder.
Dude, I put in the work, man. I put in the work, man. But
you gotta swipe away, bro. Swipe away.
Yeah, you better hit up Manuela.
Manuela just didn't work out.
Dang.
That's because you don't have the moves like I do.
I don't got the moves like that.
Hey, bro, man, Suburban, I gotta check out your channel, bro.
It's fun, man. We have a lot of fun. Like we just roll with it. You know what I mean? Like we just, it kind of started its own little thing on our Saturday show, and then I met What the Hales, and I mean, you'll see the video in there. What the Hales, like the mannequin won a storage unit at an auction.
Oh man, I feel like you could come up with a whole storyline where you get in fights and then you guys make up and all that.
Manny's almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube, and he doesn't even have a video out.
He has his own YouTube channel?
Yeah, Manny Da Mannequin.
Bro, you gotta go with that. See, that's what makes you different right there.
Yeah, that's why
he's definitely.
That's what's up, man.
That's like all of us here, though. We all do all completely different stuff from the next.
Mm-hmm. That's good, man.
All about making money. Like most of my own. What you said earlier about doing what sticks and sticking with it and hammering down, but it's the stuff you don't like doing that's getting you the views. Is the DG in my name, the DG picker. The DG stands for Dollar General, and I would go to Dollar General, and they about every Tuesday these items penny out. So basically, you can go to the store and buy this stuff for 1 penny. And that was what I based my whole channel off of, was going in the store and finding this stuff for 1 cent and buying as much as I could at multiple stores. But I was like, then we had my baby. So for the past 3 months, I haven't made any of these videos. So it's like the content and, all the CTR and everything just tanked. So I've been putting out content as much as I possibly could out of my garage and doing what I could in my house, on my own property, because basically you can't leave when you have a newborn, right? You can't go travel and do everything. So it's like, what do? You try to make the best of what you've got. So that's that weird transition I'm in, is trying to make the best of what I've got. So I'm still trying to make that content, but I can't, because the kid, my oldest is 6 and she's in cheerleading, and my wife is the cheerleading coach. So between Tuesdays and Thursdays, I stay home and I'm staying with the baby when she's at cheerleading. So Tuesdays is the best day to go to DG and look for these penny items, and I can't go and make a video because I have to rush home after work and be here with my daughter. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not getting the content, but I'm spending time with my daughter. So it's like,
bro. I mean, I feel you, bro. As you guys could tell, I've been trying. I juggle my family, the kids and my business all the time. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I get frustrated a lot when I have the kids, asking for my attention when I'm trying to do something. And the good thing about it is that she's 3 already, so we have a babysitter already. But in those early stages, like you, DG, man, bro, my hair's out every day, because I was trying to go hard on YouTube as well,
Yeah.
But the babies they just need that attention and that love. And when she was younger, I didn't go as hard as I'm going now. I will only post every now and then, and that's just one of those things where you just have to tough out. You just have to tough it out.
Yeah, like I've told these guys, like I was expecting it to kind of hit a rough spot, but I wasn't expecting this. I did not know what I signed up for.
Oh man, and
Yeah, I had no idea, but
j-
hey, we're here, we're juggling it, we're getting
hey,
through.
oh, here's another thing about YouTube that I learned that if you take any type of breaks, it's gonna hurt you a lot. Meaning, like if you don't post for like 2 weeks, when you come back, your views are gonna be cut
Oh,
by a
yeah,
lot, man.
dude, I didn't. What was it, guys? Like a month? I didn't do a video for like a month after my baby was
Just
born.
over a month. You started
And
editing just at a month's point, and then put it out a couple days later.
Yeah, and it was like I completely started a whole new YouTube channel. It was horrible. And
So
all my videos, because like my best one hit like 3.5 thousand, and for a channel that had way less than 500 subs,
Hmm.
was fantastic to me to get 3,500 views on a video,
oh, that's good, bro.
and I had less than 500 subs, but then like I didn't put out a video for a month, and then now I'm starting to put out the content with the Dollar General stuff again, and it's like 100 views.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ouch, this stings.
So that's one thing about the YouTube game is that YouTube, they're saying I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but there's a thing going around that YouTube doesn't care about the creators; they just care about getting the audience to stay on YouTube. And like for example, you take any type of breaks, you stop uploading, YouTube is gonna be like, oh, he's not uploading. Let's put his audience suggest other YouTubers, and that's what sucks. And yeah, man, it's happened to a lot of my friends right now where either they stopped or they stopped uploading as frequently and their views just went down, bro. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're gonna take any type of breaks, have at least 2 videos backed up. You know what I mean? Like that way you could at least post once a week.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what
You know,
sucks is I didn't post anything for a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started, then I was able to free up a little bit of time and start to put out videos, but it wasn't as frequent as I was doing.
And another thing was that when I was doing the shirt business and I was doing the YouTube, my shirt business was growing. I was doing it full time, but it was hard to make videos. So I just told my audience, hey, I'm gonna take a 6-month break so I can focus on my business, and then I'll be back. And when I came back 6 months later, just how you mentioned, it's like starting all over again. And it sucked because if I didn't take a break, imagine where I would have been. Because
Right.
here's the thing. It's not 6 months. It's that the opportunity to upload a video because it only takes one video for your whole life to change. And that's what happened to me. One video went semi-viral, started getting a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot of ad revenue. And 2 months later, I was doing YouTube full time just because of that one video, bro. So just don't stop uploading and just keep putting out content. And hopefully, man, hopefully.
This is a thought, right? This is a thought talking on that topic. Um, the way I've kind of tried to make reason of it is like, okay, there's a ton of competition. There's a ton of people uploading video. I think it's about like 400 hours every minute of content is being uploaded to YouTube. There's billions of people that watch every month. So, the reality of the situation is, if you got 1,000 subscribers like me, it's like there's so many more people that you could reach, right? So the idea is what YouTube and it's just a theory, right? It's like imagine going on Disney Channel, right? And finding and it's 7 p.m. Disney Channel and you're watching NASCAR. It doesn't make sense, right? Like you wouldn't go on Disney to watch NASCAR. And then the other thing is, if you go on Disney expecting to see a show at 7 o'clock, and it's not, and there's no show at 7 o'clock on Wednesday like you normally watch, or it's a completely different show or completely different content, you know, this we don't want you around anymore. People are complaining, or people don't like what they're watching. You get what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of like your channel is just that. It's a channel. And that's why I've been analyzing my uploading, and I've been the past couple weeks I've been uploading a lot more than I have in the past month. And I've also been testing times and I've been testing days. So if you notice in the past couple weeks, for those of you that like actually watch all my stuff, like I'm not consistent in the past couple weeks. It's because I've been testing it to see what days are better, whatever. But I want to upload 3 times a week a regular video, and I want to do a live at least once every Saturday, right? So I figured that out, but I'm trying to set up my channel so that it's consistent, so that the viewers know that on Monday at 8 o'clock I got a video coming out. At Wednesday 8 o'clock I got a video coming out. Saturday morning or Saturday night I'm gonna go live, so that people are more like, okay, we know what's going on, right? Because it's a business.
Yeah.
And like any business, especially when you're like us that are just jumping in and trying to figure it out, you're figuring it out, right? So it's like it's a business, man. And for me, I've been figuring out YouTube because I do want to take it in that direction. And that's kind of what I've realized. And if you look at the people that have been really like blowing up, for lack of a better word, it's because they're consistent. It's because they have people understand what's going on. They have a certain base of viewers that some people don't even do what they do. Some people are just watching because it entertains them for some reason, and but there's so many people watching because they're just so consistent. And when they go on the channel, when they click on Disney, they know they're gonna see Mickey Mouse. You get what I'm saying?
Are you
They're not
comparing
afraid
your
to-
videos to Disney?
Huh?
So are you comparing all your videos to Disney movies?
No, Disney is very what's that word? What's that word? I can't think of the word right
Mannequin?
now, man. Mannequin, bro. Disney's very mannequin. Thank you. Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank.
But yeah, man. So that's kind of like, right. I don't know. It's an idea, and I think what I love about what you've been doing is that you're not Reyes the reseller. You're Reyes the entrepreneur.
So
And
yeah, I was gonna talk about that because what really got me my first big break on YouTube was the shirts. But here's the thing: only a couple videos about shirts really took off, and then after that, it became stale. I wasn't getting the views anymore because like you mentioned right now, you have your core audience that's gonna wants to watch the shirt video. But if you want to grow on YouTube, you need to figure out a way to get strangers to watch your videos. And the shirt videos, they were getting stale. And to be honest, I wasn't passionate about it anymore. But my core audience, they love the shirt content. So I had to make a decision: either stick with shirts and become Reyes, the shirt guy, and have my core audience, or try something new and lose my core audience, but have potential to get a brand new audience, hopefully bigger audience. And that's when I decided, you know what? Instead of being, I used to have a whole different name as well. It used to be Sencal Royalty, which was the brand I was trying to start up back in the day. And I told myself, I might lose my core audience because of this, but I want to be an entrepreneur channel where I try different businesses because that's what I'm really curious about. That's what I'm really passionate about. The shirts is great, but I'm an entrepreneur. I love starting new businesses. So I tried different things. And sure enough, my core audience hated me. You don't even know how many unsubscribe comments I got, but I had to follow what I thought was my right path. And that's when I started vending. And then vending, trip out on this. If I would have stuck with shirts, I don't know what could have happened. But what I could tell you is when I started trying new different types of businesses and reinventing myself as Reyes the Entrepreneur, vending gave me my first million view video, and that changed my whole life. And the new audience that I was getting, they didn't know me as the Reyes the shirt guy. They knew me as Reyes the Entrepreneur. And from that day forward, the new audience I got, they knew, hey, this guy, he just trying a whole bunch of different businesses, and we like to watch. I wasn't stereotyped. But here's the thing I've seen there's some small channels that, for example, do vending and they blow up on vending. They get hundreds of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And you know what happens when they decide, you know what, I want to try something new? They're going to lose all their subscribers and they're going to lose all their views. I've seen it. So my best advice for the small channels right now is try a whole bunch of different things. Don't just try to focus on one thing unless that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? If you love what you do, cool. But if you're trying to play the YouTube game, you have to get the audience and you have to diversify your content. Because I don't know if you guys notice, like the main YouTubers, they don't do just one thing. Like, for example, that guy, Charles, the makeup guy, he's gay. What's his name?
Charles.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
He's like, have your core concept, which is makeup, but he does so many different things around makeup.
James Charles.
Yeah.
That's just the first name, but I mean, any big YouTuber, you'll see their content. They have their main concept. It's comedy, it's makeup, it's this or that. But they just try a whole bunch of different ways. And they just try so many different types of content around that thing. And that's where I really took a lot of tips. I'm an entrepreneur channel. That's my main concept. But my videos is me trying different things, trying to make money different ways. And that keeps my audience interested. Well, not right now, because I'm like, here's another thing I learned. And you guys know a guy named Graham Stephan. He's in my niche, entrepreneur. Well, he's been doing this for about 7 or 8 years. And I asked him for some tips on how to grow. And one thing he said that was very true is, Reyes, just keep putting out content, keep trying new things, because one day you're going to be right here on YouTube, and the next day you're going to be down here. And that's exactly what happened to me, bro. When I hit that 1 million view video with my vending machine, I'm like, bro, I'm going to be getting 1 million views every video. Sure enough, at the end of that month, I went back down, man, and I haven't been able to get back up there. And that's where I'm like, you know what? Instead of focusing on just the numbers, let me put out great content, and let me put out content I at least enjoy doing. And yeah, man, that's what I've been focusing on. I've been trying so many different things, and I'm going to continue to try so many different things, but I have my main idea, which is entrepreneurship. So
yeah,
for you guys trying to grow a channel,
yeah, that's kind of like the direction that I'm heading with my channel. Like that mannequin video that you mentioned.
Yeah,
like that was originally, it was a piece of reselling content, but it was connected in that sense, right? Like, it's a mannequin. I found it on the side of the road. A lot of people do trash dives, dumpster dives. A lot of people, I talk a lot about turning trash into cash, because that's how I started in reselling, finding a tank on the side of the road, selling it, making money, turning that $20 going to Goodwill, making that into, 50, and then the 100, and then, and then eventually starting Amazon. But like, my whole thing is I like having fun, and I like comedy. I like laughing. I'm a lot of people tell me I'm funny, and I just try to be myself. But I have a lot of ideas. So one day it just popped in my head. I was like, yo, imagine if you were to go around FIU, Florida International University, with a female mannequin in your car, screaming at people, yo, you looking at my girl?
I don't know how he didn't get shot, man. I thought he was going to get shot in these videos.
Well, that's what's interesting about it, because you don't know how the strangers are gonna act. But Fatman the Flipper, let me give you a scenario real quick.
All right.
So your whole content, most of your content is about reselling, correct?
That's how it started. Yeah, that's how it was.
So let's just say you keep trying new videos like the mannequin and so many other things, and those videos really take off. Would you continue making those videos, or would you stick with your flipping videos?
Well, I mean, no, I will continue doing those videos, but I think, are you trying to ask me like, would I do them because it's taking off, or would
Yes.
I do them? Yeah, no, I mean, I would do them regardless because that's the direction I want to head into.
Mm.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I can't really answer, right? I don't know what decision I'll make right now because I'm not in that situation.
Mm.
You know,
Well,
can't really tell you if I'll switch it or something like that. But I can tell you, me, what I like to do is I like to make people laugh, dude.
yeah.
I get a satisfaction inside of me when I say something or do something and people laugh, and then they tell me, yo, that was funny, or you know what I'm saying, and people keep telling me to do that kind of stuff. When I had people in the YouTube community, man, like John Johnson, a ton of people hitting me up, the what the hales, they're telling me how funny the Popeyes chicken video was or whatever. Now I need to do that, you need to do this, and I'm kind of like listening, and I'm like, yeah, but that's what I want to do. You get what I'm saying?
So,
And so it's like,
mhm.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
I could relate to you because I don't know if I remember how I said earlier that I was a entrepreneur where I wanted to be an entrepreneur but really didn't get anywhere, and that's when I decided, you know what, maybe I should focus less on business and focus on something I'm really passionate about that I love to do. And you know what I love to do, man? I love to teach. And once I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go hard on teaching. And how am I gonna teach? To YouTube. I'm not gonna grow a business. I want to teach. That's my main focus. And once I really decided to just focus on teaching, it doesn't matter what I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna teach you how to become successful after being homeless. I'm gonna teach you how to sell chocolate bars. I'm gonna teach you these tips. Even whether it gets views or not, I love doing it. So my advice is, if you really love making people laugh, I say just go hard on it, bro. Just focus 110% on it and go make the world laugh. And even if it goes somewhere or not, at least you know you're doing something you enjoy, and at least you know you're helping people by making them laugh, by entertaining them. You know what I mean?
Yep, a
And I
hundred
see
percent,
that
man.
you have that personality. I could tell right away, man. You have that personality that you just a real ass dude. And I honestly believe that if you just went hard and just trying to make people laugh, of course, keep your business, But since you love making people laugh, and that's one hard thing, people will never know about themselves. What do they love to do? There's so many people I ask, hey, what do you love to do? And they say, oh, I love making money. But like, okay, let's say you have all the money in the world, you didn't need anything. What would you do with your time? And a lot of people say, I don't know. But you're lucky, man, because you do know what you would do with your time. And just go hard on it, bro. That's my thing, all right? I
I,
can't I can't
I can't not go hard on it now.
I
I
can't
have
wait
to
to
now.
see I can't wait to see where you're at in a year or so, man. Watch. We're gonna
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about this. But if you know what you love to do, what's the point of wasting your time? Well, not wasting your time, but spending your time on something else when you know what you love to do. You get what I'm saying?
100, real. That's
You
I know what you're
know,
saying, man.
just
And that's what, honestly, that's what I've been doing, dude. I'll be transparent. Like I'm always transparent. I'm always real. That's something I believe in, man. And my business has been suffering because I've been leaning more towards YouTube, leaning more towards. Fortunately for me, I can sacrifice some of that. You know what I'm saying? I can go ahead. I don't need money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. Luckily because I do have a job. I do have people that support me, not necessarily financially, but they support me, they motivate me, they push me, and I've learned how to be responsible, and all those things. So it's like, and I don't have the responsibilities that you guys have. You guys got kids. You guys
Exactly, man.
got mortgages and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't got $600 a month. It comes with cable, comes with Wi-Fi, it comes with everything, bro. I got a snake. You know why? You know why I got a snake? Because a dog, you need to be there for. You need to feed it 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta walk it. If not, it's gonna pee everywhere. These people wouldn't let me move in if I had a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the snake, you leave it there for 2 weeks without eating. It's gonna survive. It could live for a year without eating. It's fine. It's happy. It's a snake.
There you go.
And I love things that are misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? So snakes are very misunderstood.
I feel you.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna go hard, man. I'm gonna go hard, dude. I hope I see you when you come to Miami, dude, because that would be amazing.
You know what? And I'm the type of person that I like telling people what to do with their life, because I know I hate people telling me what to do with my life. But yo, like, if you focus on YouTube and your comedy, you're gonna make more money and you're gonna enjoy yourself way more than you. I don't know how much you enjoy flipping, but you know, YouTube has more. That's why I stopped. That's why I quit my shirt business. Because with my shirt business, I was making $5,000 in sales in a month, which sounds great to a regular person. But I'm like, nah, bro, I want to make more money than that. And get this, with the shirts, I was working like 12-hour days, man. And it's like, I don't know if you guys know how to make shirts, but there's a lot of labor into it. And I'm like, no, I'm killing myself making shirts for 5,000, which is great, but I could be enjoying if I grow the YouTube channel. Not only will I make a lot more money, I'm gonna have more free time. And once I decided to make that push, bro, like, I'm not trying to show off or nothing, but on a slow month, I make $9,000 just off YouTube and my other sources of income. And like, I have so much free time to do whatever else I want to do. And I don't know, man. I don't know how big you could get on flipping, but if you have potential on something else like YouTube, like if you have potential, like you're already almost monetized, bro. And that's the hardest part. You already hit 1,000 subscribers. The next thing you gotta do is just hit the 4,000 hours watch time. Where are you at with that?
Last time I checked, it was right around 1,200 hours I needed till I could be monetized.
Bro, that's nothing, man. You could hit that next month, and then you're gonna start making money. And then it only takes one video, bro, one video to go viral, and it's gonna change your whole life. Like, I'm not just BSing you. I'm not giving you theories. I'm telling you exactly what happened to me, and it could happen to you, bro. And I'm not even selling you a course or nothing. You know?
Yo, that brings up a question I want to ask everyone on the panel, dude.
What?
Because yesterday I had a conversation with a guy. He is somebody I see all the time where I pick up materials. And I asked her, I just walk in, bro. Every time I walk in, I'm loud and I'm like, hey. And I go, what's your dream? All the way from the other side of the store. I'm walking into the store and I'm screaming, yo, what's your dream? Like that to the guy. And he's looking at me and everybody's looking at me like, here's this guy again. and I get closer. I'm like, yo, what's your dream, bro? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, when you were a kid, what did you want to be? You know what I'm saying? And whatever. And he said he wanted to be a brain surgeon and all this stuff. And I go, why aren't you? He goes, oh, because my parents and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm here. And then I'm like, okay, but why aren't you trying to be one now? He's like, it's too late. I'm too old. You know, that's not, I don't got the money. And I told him, dude, no, like, that's the wrong mindset. You could literally be a brain surgeon. It might take you 5-10 years. You might have things in your way, but you can figure out how to put them to the side a little bit, organize your time. You could get the money. You know, money is, you can get money. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get into it with him much, but the question for everyone on the panel, because I want to tell y'all my dream, right? what is y'all like? If y'all had one dream to achieve that you know you might have to work really hard for, that one dream, what would it be? And it could be serious or it could be non-serious. But what is your dream?
See, my dreams, it's so basic and so easy. I want to get up and work as hard as I am, but I don't want to have to worry about that next thing. Like I don't have to worry about that car payment. I don't have to worry about the mortgage. I want to know that my family's taken care of, and then I can even put more time into the business side. Like I love making YouTube videos. I love reselling. Like my videos are super fun for me. But to have that part of that dream is just, to be, I guess, be comfortable is the easy way to say it, right? Like I don't have to worry about that next step. I'll still want to grow and do something else. And I'll probably have a new dream once I hit that one, right? Like, but for me, that's just all it is. I can put up, my 17,000 Christmas lights. I can do the stuff with the family and the fun stuff. And that's my basic dream. I don't want to have to worry about that next step. I don't mind working still. And like Oscar and I had this conversation, it's not that we don't want to work. We don't want to work for somebody else and make that dream come true. That's
Everybody's just went like this in the panel, except for Manny.
Well,
Yo, Oscar, what's your dream, dude?
my dream, well, you guys know what my dream is, but I'm gonna say it for everybody else in the chat. I want to play Monopoly on a larger scale. I want to have my own chain of hotels, own and manage and work and have my own hotel. That's one of my dreams. That's my goal, my dream, to have my own all-inclusive resort on a beautiful destination on the beach and there with my family, and then I have my own 5-star resort. That's what I want to do.
Jordan, what is your dream, dude?
Sleep.
Get more sleep.
Oh,
Explain later, Ray.
I mean, a few years ago it was a little bit different than it is now. But as most, like some of you know, like I had my own business. I opened my own business and was very successful until some ruthless a-hole decided that I was competition and shut me down. Got my whole business shut down. But I was very successful in what I was doing, and it sucks. But for now, basically now it's just I'd like more time to spend with my family rather than making the man more money. And like Reyes said, you're just a number, and the company I work for just got bought out, and we're now owned by an enormous corporation, and that scares the daylights out of me. As to now, my number just got even smaller that I can't even see it, and I just feel like my days are absolutely numbered. So I got to figure out something on the wayside when the bottom falls out of this one. What's next? But I want more time with my family. I want more time with my wife. Definitely want to be around for my kids. Like I hate missing, like Reyes says, I hate missing, the school plays. I hate missing the first day of school. I hate missing watching them get, like, not being able to watch them get off the bus or be able to take them to school. Any of that stuff. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And for my daughter, hopefully when she starts school, I hopefully in the next few years I'll be able to have something strummed up to where I can, do something about that and fix that small problem of not being around. But yeah, 100% Reyes hit it all in the head.
Yeah, bro. And you will. Here's the thing. You have that motivation already. I could see you have that drive already. You just gotta find what steps you're gonna take, and that's the hardest part. Picking which direction you're gonna go. But you're gonna have to make a decision. The sooner, the better. You could either say, "Oh, I'm gonna go hard on YouTube. I'm gonna go hard on flipping. I'm gonna go hard on something else." But just how you mentioned, your days are numbered. and you have to make a decision. And I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but life is putting a lot of pressure on you right now. Your
Yeah.
family is putting a lot of pressure right now, and use that as motivation to do something about it. You know. So hopefully we can come back in a couple months and see where you're at, man. But just make a decision and just keep moving forward.
100%.
Sweet.
And the thing is that every single one of us can achieve those dreams. It's just like what Ray says. You just gotta. It's one word. It's one word. It's one word. It's called action.
Yep.
That's what it is. You gotta have to a dream. And I think it was Denzel Washington that said in the speech or something. I watch a lot of motivational stuff. It motivates me. But he said, a dream is just a dream without goals, or something like, you know. But like I'm gonna tell y'all my dream. Yeah, I want to make people laugh. I get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing people laugh. That makes me happy, right? But my ultimate dream is, and this is crazy. This is how you know it's a dream. I want to be Oprah. I want to be Ellen DeGeneres. I want to be that person, not for the fame. If I could do it with a mask on, I'll do it. But for some reason, a face is more marketable. I don't know. But I want to be that person that is able to help people on an abnormally huge scale. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you guys know who Oprah and who Ellen DeGeneres is and the things that they have done for people selflessly, you get what I'm saying? Like, that right there is my dream, to be able to wake up every day and to be able to give more than I can possibly imagine right now. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that's a dream, dude. That's a 0.00000000000000001% chance that that's ever gonna happen.
But that's the same thing they told Will Smith, and look at him.
But there's a chance. And what does it take? It takes action. And that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have goals. And like Reyes with his, here's $100. Okay, now I gotta save this much. Now I gotta say, you gotta break down little goals. You got big goals, you gotta break those into little goals, and then you gotta break those little goals into actual little itty bitty goals. And you gotta do them.
Yep.
Storage auction pirate. I love Mike. Mike stays out there in the Bay Area. He's a storage guy. His YouTube channel's doing great right now. I can't wait to meet him. Me and Oscar are planning on going over there, see him in Storage Stalker.
But his story's like that too. He lost everything from a bad business deal. He lost everything.
$3 to his name. And yeah, he talks about all the time. Action. To realize something, you need to put action. To make things happen, you need to put action. And that's something, Reyes, you've been a great example of that. You're somebody that obviously I'm not the only person who has been inspired by you. Everybody on this chat, including the mannequin, has been inspired by you. All the people that are commenting, there's been comments from Shamrock Pixie. There's been comments from so many people here, people that you help them with their t-shirt business. And you get that a lot because you do that. But you're a great example of what it takes to turn your dreams into reality, dude.
I appreciate that, man. But you know what my dream is?
What is it? That's what I've been waiting for.
So my dream is to help as many people as I can become financially independent. And that's it. Like don't get me wrong, my first couple of dreams, how DG's mentioned that, hey, it might change or this and that. My first dream was, of course, to be my own boss. My second dream was, hey, I want to be able to have full financial freedom and full independence. I could do whatever I want, whenever I want. Once I achieved those dreams, and money and time wasn't an issue anymore, then I had to pick a new dream. And my new dream is to help as many people as I can become financially independent. I'm not doing it for the money, because that's why I call it free 99 knowledge. Because I have right now, I'm okay. I don't need to have $1 million. Don't get me wrong, I would love it. And if it happens, great. But that's not my main motivation. My main motivation is there's people like how I see it. Because I remember, I wasn't poor, but I couldn't afford a course. Well, I couldn't afford a tutor. And then it got to my mind, if I ever have the opportunity to teach someone, I'm gonna teach them for free, because I don't think it's right that people with money are the only ones that could get knowledge, because they buy the books, they go to the universities, they buy the courses. Nah. So that's what I'm trying to change. And right now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's other people, other YouTubers that give out knowledge for free, but I'm taking it to a new level where I'm showing you everything. And I'm not going to charge you a penny, because I want you to succeed. And that's my dream, bro. That's my dream. And hopefully I achieve it one day. And that's it.
You already are, man. We appreciate it. Trust me, this panel alone just appreciates all the knowledge you've shared to help us grow and learn and find each other. And, But wait, real quick, the reason we talked about Jordan falling asleep, he was hosting a live show. He was the host, and he fell asleep on his own live show because he hustles too hard. Even Reyes is laughing at you.
Hey, how long are you live for?
Like half an hour, 45 minutes?
I was asleep for 45 minutes of the live show, yeah.
And then you just woke up and turned it off?
But I couldn't, they couldn't leave because I was, like, the live was still going because I had to be the one to shut it off.
Yeah.
And I was,
man. Hey, bro, that's just how hard you work, man.
Right?
It happens.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Now, Sue said it, the funnier part was that we all were trying to wake him up. We called him. We messenger. We did everything. Screamed. Everything. He just wouldn't wake up. We're all like, oh, there's a show going on.
But all day long, I was doing mulch. I was mulching all my flower beds, and we
after working.
Yeah, after working, and we did an entire dump truck load of mulch, and then we did the live show at what, like 10 o'clock that night?
Yeah,
10:30. It was late, and I was done.
Oh,
I was tired before we even started.
Oh, bro. Hey, but I guess it's time for me to go already, guys.
It was awesome,
yeah, man. You've been hanging out like
so
a
amazing,
soldier, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Reyes, and I hope to see you when you come to Miami.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be in touch with you. And to everybody that's in the chat, if for some weird reason you're not subscribed to Reyes, subscribe to him. And subscribe to everybody on the panel. These are my peoples, and we're just trying to give out the same thing that Reyes is, and have some fun. So, guys, thank you.
It was amazing.
Appreciate it. Had a great time, guys.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you next week. We'll announce who. Anybody knows what's happening next week. We'll stay posted to all of us. Subscribe to all of us. We'll let y'all know what's going on next week, who's on, all that good stuff. All right. So next time.
Hey, peace. We got to do this in a couple months.
Let's do it.
Where we're at in life.
Absolutely.
No, we got to do this again, like around New Year's.
Right, just to see where we're at, right after right before, or right after the holidays, one of the two.
Yeah.
You know that's happening. So y'all heard it from Reyes himself. He'll be back in a few months, right around the New Year. So stay tuned. It's gonna be great. I'll see y'all next time. Peace, money, love. You know.
Love you.